This is episode 514. And before we begin to go over the 7 ways to grow your mental strength, we're going to review last week's podcast, the 12 ways to practice gratitude. Now, I'll say that gratitude is probably one of the most powerful law of attraction energies, vibrations, emotions that you can have. Because when you show gratitude for what you have, you will send a signal out to the universe that you will get more of it. So this is going to be a quick review of the 12 ways to practice gratitude. If you'd like to get more in depth, please go back and listen to last week's podcast or go to warriormindcoach.com and look for the show notes over there. But one, write it down. Write down what you're grateful for. At least 3 things every single day. Should write down what you're grateful for. Be grateful for little things like plants and sunshine and water and showers and being able to drive, being able to hear, being able to see. These little things, which really aren't so little, but they will help you appreciate the bigger things. Go for a gratitude walk. When you go for a walk, whether it's in the city or in nature, just look around and see all the things that you can be grateful for. Avoid making comparisons. When we compare, one is better than the other, or one is this than the other, but just look at what you have, look at what you're looking at, and enjoy it without any comparisons. Tell people you're thankful. This is a great time of the year. It's towards the end of the year where we have this giving heart, this open heart. This is a great time to reach out to people in your life and tell them that you're thankful for them being in your life. Enjoy your pet. If you don't have a pet, enjoy wildlife. Go out and see how well your pets or wildlife. Just appreciate the now or in the now and appreciate everything that is going on around them. Donate your time or money. This is a great way to practice gratitude. Find that worthy cause that resonates with you, that you are grateful for, that exists, and donate your time or money to that. Make a self-appreciation list. That is about you. What do you appreciate about yourself? What are you grateful for about yourself? Often we forget about ourselves when we're thinking about gratitude, but this is a great time to acknowledge all the great things within yourself. Write a positive business review. If you've done business with a company, most reviews, a lot of them are people about complaining. And businesses, and I would think about it, if you owned a business, wouldn't you love to get a positive review? Well, if you had a great experience at a restaurant, at a shop, anywhere, even if it's online, write a positive review. That will show how grateful you are for them living up to their promise. Meditate. Meditation is a great way to practice gratitude because as you meditate, you observe your thoughts, you let them go, you can meditate on what you're thankful for. There's so many ways to use meditation in a gratitude practice. Minimize judging and complaining. When we judge and complain, it shows that we are not grateful for what we have or what we are acknowledging. When we're complaining, it's almost saying that we wish it wasn't here, which is just the opposite of gratitude. Be thankful at meal times. Yes, be thankful. You can say prayers, grace, whatever it is. You can rub your hands and create some energetic aura that you bless your food with. But food, right? We have, at least here in the United States, we just have this great abundance of food, and to be thankful for it every single day will really, really show your appreciation. So, mental toughness can benefit you in many, 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 many ways. And today I'm going to use the term mental toughness. Other times I've used the term mental strength. And when you coach with me, I will define the differences for you. But mental toughness can benefit you in so many ways. When you're mentally tough, it's easier to overcome challenges, whether they be mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, or something that's keeping you from achieving your goals. And would you like to, when we can do that, we make our life easier. So would you like to make your life easier with mental toughness? Luckily, you don't have to be born mentally tough. You can cultivate this mental toughness and mental strength. And you can grow your mental toughness step by step from wherever your starting point happens to be. That's the great news, right? You can always start from now. You can start right now to develop and grow your mental toughness. It's not too late. It doesn't matter if you're 9, 20, 80, 100. You can still start from here. So I'm going to go over some strategies, and I want you to use these strategies to create a level of mental toughness that will send a chill down the spine of most others. So here we go. Number one, hey, look at this. Meditate. I don't know if you've noticed, but if you've been listening to the podcast over the past several weeks, even months, this particular practice comes up often for gratitude, for mental toughness, for mental rehearsal. Meditation is such a great tool to develop all aspects of your mental toughness. Because meditation looks peaceful and easy to the casual observer because you're watching somebody sit with their eyes closed. But they may not be seeing everything. When we meditate, there's different ways to meditate. But one of them is to observe your thoughts, not latch onto them, and not judge them. You're being mindful about your thoughts. When you can be mindful about your thoughts and not attached to it, you will develop the mental toughness, because most of the time it's our thoughts that take us out of the game. And if we don't attach to our thoughts through the practice of meditation to develop our mental toughness, those thoughts we will be able to fly by and not hold on to, so that we will then be able to develop our mental toughness. Physical discomfort, CrossFit, running uphill, tougher mudders, Spartan races, anything of physical discomfort. I've also, I have cold showers and hot weather and exhausting workout. Stay awake when you're tired. Cryotherapy. The physical is really the doorway to the mental. And when we start facing things that are physically challenging, whether it's go outside and run during hot weather, or whether it's trying to take a cold shower, or do cryotherapy, or do a CrossFit workout in a specific period of time, all of our mental junk comes up. And for me, this is probably the best way to start to develop your mental toughness, is through physical discomfort. Finish what you start. How many projects, how many times have you started something and haven't finished it? It takes discipline, and that's part of mental toughness, to finish what you start. If you start something, whether you feel like it or not, it doesn't matter. You got to finish what you start. If you started cleaning up the garage, you finish it. If you started a project, you finish it. If you started a to-do list, you finish it, and then do everything on that to-do list. But you need to finish what you start. Guaranteed, you can look back on the past 2 months and find at least 3 things that you started that you haven't finished. Most of us want to quit before we're done. So this is where you finish what you start. You don't quit. You hang in there. You get discipline. You get grit. You get resistance. You get determination. And you finish what you start. And that will help grow your mental toughness. Only concern yourself with what you can control. Oh my gosh, how many of us are focusing on all the things we can't control? The political environment, the weather environment, the health environment, the economic environment. All of these things we're focusing on, and we feel vulnerable because we're focusing on things we can't control. One way to be tougher is to focus all your mental and physical resources on just one thing, something that you can control. And in reality, the only thing you can control is your thoughts. Your thoughts will lead to feelings, which will lead to actions, which will lead to results, but it all starts with thoughts. So when you can focus on what you can control your thoughts, which then will control how you move through the day, what you pay attention to, how you respond, what's important now, what's the most important thing you have to get accomplished today. And when you can focus on only the things that concern you and only things that are in your control, you will start to develop the mental toughness, because everything else will fall away and you will focus on what needs to get done, and you will develop the mental toughness to get that done. Avoid complaining. This is another one that comes up again. Complaining is a demonstration of weakness. If you're tough, you don't complain because nothing can bother you. So think about it. When you're about to complain, you think of having a pity party. You put a little hat on, a little pointed hat, and get a little noisemaker when you start to complain and have your pity party out there. And do you feel mentally tough then? No. Even if the complaining is, quote, justified, don't complain, because it's not going to change anything. It's just going to show your weakness as to how the event or circumstance is affecting you mentally. So stop complaining and just move on from it. Yes, it's going to take practice. This one's going to take a lot of practice, because we love to complain and people love to complain with us, and we love to hear people complaining. But that is just a sign of weakness. Use affirmations. Affirmations are awesome. I've talked before about Louise Hay doing mirror work, looking at yourself in the mirror. And there are plenty of affirmations related to mental fitness, or mental toughness, mental strength online. I am mentally tough. I finish what I start. I start strong and finish stronger. All of these are great affirmations out there. You can even find some quotes from athletes and leaders that have some really powerful impact on you. But use affirmation. That means every single day you repeat them over and over. What's really great about affirmations is, if you're in line, especially this time of the year, if you're in line waiting to go into a store or restaurant to do shopping, you're sitting there. What are you going to do? Instead of looking at your smartphone, repeat affirmations. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. Every day in every way, I'm getting better and better. I finish what I start. Just repeat over and over again. You are going to be programming your mind for mental toughness. Emotional discomfort. Make yourself bored. How do you handle yourself when you're bored? Sit on a couch, sit on a chair, don't have TV, don't look at your smartphone, don't have any distractions, and just sit there and sit there and sit there. That is going to create a little bit of emotional discomfort. And when you're able to handle that, that will help also with your mental toughness. And another emotional discomfort is introduce yourself to 5 strangers each day. You don't have to take them out for lunch or dinner or be pals with them, but just the simple act of meeting somebody new every single day will help grow your mental toughness. So really, how tough are you? It's kind of a trick question, because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter where you are right now. It matters where you're going to go. And whether you're super tough or a total wimp, you can become even tougher. You don't have to join the Marines, the Special Forces, live in a cabin with no electricity or running water, or join a motorcycle gang, or you don't have to do any of this stuff to learn how to be mentally tough. You can teach yourself each day. And using these 7 steps, you can do that. If you really would like to dial into it, this is my specialty. This is what I hone my skills on. This is what I've been coaching on for 12 plus years, is helping people develop mental toughness and mental strength. Is that if you feel that this is holding you back from accomplishing more in life, go to warriormindcoach.com, look for the introductory consultation and select it, and we'll start going over how you can become more mentally tough. Again, so for more information on mental toughness, on me, podcast, show notes, blog post, please visit warriormindcoach.com for additional information. And then follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest under the name Warrior Mind Coach.